Hey fishy friends, so here's a minor update on the 33 long. I did a 50% water change tonight, so the water's a little bit cloudy. Everything seems to be going okay though. I mentioned in my last video, I think I did, that I added a lot more guppies. As you can see, I added 13 guppies. They all did okay with the acclimation process, but for some reason the other day one of them died. I'm not sure why. I'll probably have to check my water levels, but I haven't had a problem since, so. I currently don't have the lid on this tank at all. I really hate putting the lid on this tank because I don't mind the lid itself, it blocks out light. Tank looks better with, with the natural light not being blocked out from the light fixture. So not sure what else is going to go on next with this tank, but yeah, I think it looks good. Like I said, I'm not the best aquascaper. I would like to possibly tweak things a little bit here and there. This rotella here in this little corner here, I'm thinking about possibly, I don't know, I thought about maybe moving that over here where the Madagascar lace is. I'm not sure yet though. I would like to maybe add some more of it because I think it does have a nice bushy effect. I don't have a lot of it in there. But the good thing is, so you can see, I have a decent amount of new growth. So that's always good. So it is growing slowly, but it's growing. It's having new growth, kind of like some of the other plants in the tank. I see runners all the time in this Crip Balense. I like this plant. It's very nice. This Crip Parva is doing pretty well, besides being, kind of covered in sand. I think there's a new leaf there, possibly. Kind of looks like a new leaf. I'm not sure what that is. It looks weird. These other Crips are doing pretty well too. Like I said, I think Crips are my favorite plants because they're so easy to grow and they look so cool. If it was up to me, I would just do the entire tank with just Crips, but they're kind of it'd be a little boring just doing Crip Wente and Crip Balense and Crip Parva. You need a little kind of contrast, and I want some taller background plants, but Crips and taller background plants kind of hard to come by, so especially now given what's going on. I'm having a really hard time because the guppies, and livebearers poop so much. Kind of keeping this sand clean. I can't use a gravel vac because, like I said in a previous video, I can't use my water changer system because we don't have any way to connect it because our sink system is screwed up. So I'm looking at an electric gravel vac. So I can, whenever I do the water change, just kind of suck everything out of there. Oh, there's a baby guppy. Still made it. At least one or two of them. Well, until it gets 8. Yeah, but like I said, not much else going on with this tank. I'm really considering possibly, I don't really want to, but kind of rehoming the guppies maybe, I don't know, and adding like a big school of neon tetras and maybe like a smaller school of bloodfin tetras. I think that might look really cool. But I don't know, I'll give it a little time. I'm a little bit maybe kind of over having an entire tank full of just guppies. I want to have something a little bit different. It was nice a while back when I had the contrast of 2 different fish. There's something about it. It's kind of like the way I like to run my tanks. I like to have one larger school of fish and then another smaller school of fish. But I'm not sure. I'd like to go with some kind of tetras, possibly, like I said, neon tetras or bloodfin tetras or maybe black neon tetras. The only downside is I could rehome some of the guppies and do another school of just tetras, but I kind of like to have some bloodfin tetras, but I don't think I can have them with the guppies. I heard that they can be kind of nippy, so, and guppies are a little bit slower moving and they got big long fins. I don't want them nipping at the guppies and hurting them. So, on a side note, we looked at a house recently and put an offer in on it, so hopefully that will go well. In relation to this, it's a bigger place, more room. It could potentially mean more tanks, at least another tank or two. So that's very cool. I think for my next tank, I've already discussed it, and when we do move to a house, hopefully whenever we find one, I'll be allowed to have at least another tank. So that's pretty cool. And I'm thinking either going with a 30 breeder or a 40 breeder. So this would be like my main display tank or something. And I'm thinking about, like, in a separate room having the 30 or 40 breeder. I'm not sure what I would do with that. I might do either like a planted cherry shrimp tank or something like that. I even thought about doing possibly a dedicated white cloud tank, since they can't really, from the experience with the other white clouds I had, they can't really be in here, I don't think, because of the temperature difference, because they're colder water fish. So that might be cool. But I'm not sure. So it's either that, or I thought about possibly just nixing getting another tank altogether and maybe just upgrading this current setup and going with the 40 long. But I don't know if I want to do that or not, because I like Seapora tanks a lot, and which is what this tank is. And Seapora tanks are just, well, for a 40-gallon long anyways, it's just so expensive. I went to the local fish store, I think last weekend, and they had one there for $169.99 for just the tank. That's a little bit much. Especially when you kind of consider that tank is only the same exact tank as this, essentially, except for it's 4 inches taller. It's less than 10 gallons difference also, This is a 33 long, that's a 40 long, that's only 7 gallons difference. So, as cool of a tank it is, in the long run, I can't really honestly say if that would be worth it or not. It's like, I said I only spent around $100 for this tank. To me, that's reasonable. But you're talking about for another tank, that's only 7 gallons more and a little bit taller, that is literally $70 more than what I pay for this. That kind of seems, that's out of my price range. That's a little bit ridiculous. Could easily go out and get an Aqueon one at another LFS for probably around $100. But I like Seaport tanks a lot, so I don't know. I'm not sure what I would do. I think I would probably just end up doing like a 30 or 40 breeder. So, but yeah, hopefully that goes well. We'll see. Not going to expect much about it because we're not the only people who put an offer in on it. So, 2 other people put offers in. So, yeah. Alright, I think that's about it. Be safe out there, everyone.